Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, look at this. Beautiful out here. It's 47 degrees. It is the 12th, 12th of November. It's a Tuesday. And it was supposed to be, today is when the big storm is supposed to come, but it looks like it's coming later this afternoon, about 4 o'clock is when all the wind warnings and all that stuff starts kicking in. From 4 p.m. till 4 a.m. tomorrow. But it's beautiful out here now. Got up this morning, it was pouring down rain, and yeah, she just stopped and we got this. We'll take it. I know it's hard to see. I'm using the Action 5 Pro from DJI. Even in its narrowest mode, it's still pretty wide, but you can see the steam and little fog clouds floating around in the mountains over there. It's very beautiful. That's the mountains we went over. Well, of course, I don't think I filmed the whole thing, but I've taken you across there enough times. You know what it's like on our little ride on Sunday. It turned out to be beautiful. It wasn't sunny, but it was just that perfect kind of cloudy, fall day. I don't know, just very comfortable. I enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Look at this thing. She's almost barren. That little tree there is completely gone. Our beautiful trees out there that turn the beautiful yellow and red and all that stuff, they're all gone. Of course, the winds and stuff are kicking what's left out. But anyway, let's start off a new day. Mama?
Yes, I have.
How did we get lucky and have this kind of road?
I don't know, but don't mention it.
Yeah, this is the calm before the storm.
Yeah, storm's coming later.
Yeah, she's a coming. She's a rolling this way. It's 49 degrees here in Banchulo. I think that might have been what it was in Toledo. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll have to refer back to the video. Well, Mama?
Yes, I have.
We've made it to Tuesday.
We did.
Crazy. Seems like yesterday was a crazy long day.
It did. It was very long.
Yeah, it's wild.
I think I'm just tired.
Yeah. Mama?
Yes, I have.
Let's go on in there and see what they got for us today.
All right.
I got that Spyder to finish up. I don't know what I got after that. Hopefully it'll be dry enough I can take for a test ride.
Yeah, before
sure
the rains come.
The noise is gone.
Yeah.
But it was nice coming to work.
Yeah.
The majority of the way here, but that last
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned all cloudy and had turned the windshield wipers on.
Yeah.
It was beautiful patches of sun. Had the sunshades down.
I know, it felt so good.
It was nice. But let's roll on in there, Mama.
Alrighty, love.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If I can get a chance, because everybody's been crowding the thing, and it's only here until 4 o'clock today, we have the new 2025 R9 up there, and it is cool. It's beautiful, and I love that red and white. It reminds me of the old Yamaha Marlboro days of yesteryear, which in my mind just seems like yesterday, and that's been a long time ago. I remember going to Laguna Seca and watching the last MotoGP there for years, many years. I rode my 79 Honda CBX there. God, it was quite a few years. When they came back, that was when Nicky Hayden was smoking. I think that might have been the year he won the championship. Maybe not, but that was the first time after. I think it was, I don't know how many years it had been. It was in the 80s was the last one, because I know in 88 or 89, somewhere in there, it was the first World Superbike, and I went to that. But yeah, we went to the MotoGP. Actually, I think the Yamahas at the time were all red. There was Eddie Lawson and those guys. Yeah, it was all red, big Marlboro. That's fantastic. Good stuff. watching GP bikes go around there. That was kind of cool. But they were all 2-strokes at that point. And anyway, let's see if I can get up there. The bad thing is they have the stereo playing up there, so I don't know how I'm gonna keep the mic from picking all that up. If it is, I'm gonna walk around and I'll have to voice over it. There's no way I can use it. I'll get copyrighted for sure. But let's see what we can see up there. Yo, come on along. Get up here to our Yamaha rep sitting next to it. Look at that beauty. The wings up front. That's pretty cool. So, sorry I didn't have any more time to hang around that R9 up there. It's 4:15 now, so he's probably loading up or he's already gone. Every time that was like one of the rare times today that I went up there and was able to walk around it without a whole bunch of people, and the music wasn't blazing at the moment, so that worked out pretty good. And so anyway, I just had a few seconds there, and there's people, you could hear them walking up behind, or maybe you could, I haven't listened to the video yet, but you could hear people coming up behind me. And my son showed up, and him and his wife, my lovely daughter-in-law, and we talked for quite a while. And we're doing Thanksgiving at their house. That's pretty cool. So I haven't been in their house since they moved in. They've been in the house, living there for 2 months now, maybe not that long. But yeah, we haven't been bugging them. No, we're not the kind of parents that go, let's go see your house, and when they're ready, they'll invite us, which they did today, to go up there in Thanksgiving, which is, that's this month. Yeah, November. Jeez, I got a birthday coming up too. Oh, and our 9-year anniversary for doing this vlog is Saturday or Sunday, whatever the 16th is. I think that's Sunday. But yeah, that'll be 9 years. Every day for 9 years. Holy moly. Oh, yeah, I got this thing together. I was having to do other stuff with my computer. I just need to hook it up and reset I had the battery was disconnected for so long. Everything's gonna start to zero as far as the clock is anyway. So I'll get that sorted out. The wind hasn't really picked up that bad out there. It's 4 o'clock, 4:20, 4:17. It's supposed to be from 4 p.m. until 4 a.m. tomorrow. It's getting a little blustery out there. Oh, I never did finish this with the trailer. I went over there and talked about the trailer. But she had this lock from 2015, one of her Spyders. And she goes, I want that keyed. So key this tumbler so that the same key from my bike will fit the trailer. Well, back in the day, these came with, it was basically VIN locked to your bike. It was keyed to your bike. And BRP had these things zip tied. I think they actually had 2 zip ties going around it with the keys so that we didn't lose them, because if later down the road customer decided they wanted a 622 trailer, they could the trailer didn't come with a tumbler, and you use the one that BRP gave you when you purchased the bike, and you pop that in there. Well, the 622, its run ended, I don't know how many years ago now. And the new ones, you just had to have 2 keys. The Freedom trailers, they call them. I think those are gone now too. I haven't seen them in a while. And but anyway, I don't have any of the little tumbler things to rekey this thing. And they're press fit. You can pop them out, but you need to have the correct tumblers for it. I mean, maybe a locksmith can do that for her or something. But man, wish I had been able to spend more time. Oh, there's a bush moving out there, and I thought somebody was walking around out there. Just a twig. But anyway, I wish I had more time to walk around that R9. That was just a prototype. That's not here to stay. I don't know when they're coming out. They'll be readily available. But I can tell you by the crowds that were around that thing and the response there, everybody's going, when can I get it? Can I put a down payment on it now? There's no bike, there's no VIN. You know, they're probably being assembled now, but it was just hours for the day to show off. And man, I do like that red and white on that thing. That just gives me a retro racing Yamaha old GP bike or World Superbike, whichever one it was. I don't remember. Remember the old Marlboro colors. I was talking about that earlier. But I had to go upstairs for something. I just don't recall what it was, so I'm still standing here. I figured what. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. It's a clerical thing of sorts. And yeah, dang, it's nasty out there. Well, I gotta go upstairs, so I'll take you outside the door and see what that's like. See how this Action Fight Pro handles. Well, it doesn't. I'm looking at the trees over there. It doesn't look that big. We've had a couple of gusts that caused the doors to kind of halfway swing open. Nothing major by any means at this point. So I just hope we have a safe ride home. Yeah, it's pretty blistery. But again, I was hearing, you know, sirens and stuff going off out here. Hope everybody's safe out there. That big old radio tower you see out there in the middle of the screen, that's where the Washington State Patrol's big old headquarters over there. Actually, I don't think it's raining at the moment. I think it's just dripping. Yeah, it's a light drizzle. But this thing's waterproof. Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs for a memento here. So I found the Holy Grail book. I thought that thing was lost forever. It is unobtainable. It is a Honda motorcycle ID book. It goes, I think it's 59 through 81, I want to say. It was like 17-digit VIN numbers where there was no way to look this stuff up. You had to have that book. And they're cleaning out these shelves upstairs. It's all the manuals from the Longview store. And some of those manuals go back to literally when I was working at the Longview store, starting in 1980. Some of the manuals, it's crazy. It's weird to go digging through stuff, and they can find old parts, and that has my handwriting where I wrote the Honda code and the Honda part number on a box or a part or whatever. And that's, I got out of the part side in 84 or somewhere around there, when I went just fully service. I always worked on I was there. I was always working on something. But yeah, crazy, man. All the years. February, I think it was literally February 1st of 1980 is when I dove into this adventure of working on motorcycles. Crazy times. You know about me and them rolling stools. Doesn't end well. Which my hand, it completely healed. And that finally the last of that scab, that's way back when I was putting the starter in the CRV, where I slipped and caught that piece of metal underneath there. I didn't realize it was there, and I thought I had a safe swing, but it was a bracket on the back side that just, I couldn't see it. That thing, boom, that bolt broke loose and got me. Well, the bolt didn't, but a very sharp piece of metal there. Crazy. Since Ryan left, he's to become a longshoreman. These Maverick R came out, and him and his wife were checking out the TFT and stuff on that thing. I showed him the TFT on the Spyder. He was pretty impressed with that. And the reason this is still down here is the sales guys, we presume, because we wouldn't be driving it around, was short running it in the back lots back there, you know, moving it to put it on display and stuff like that. And it found the spark plugs. Well, we've never had to put plugs in these, and to our surprise, they use some. It actually looks like a BMW plug. I think you could probably cross-reference that, but there's no way of finding. BMWs have part numbers on their plugs. They do not give a description of what the plug is. When you look it up on their parts fiche, it just says spark plug and a part number. You gotta go through, and nothing on the outside of the box tells you what NGK number it is. Nothing. You just gotta open up the box and see what the NGK number is. And well, there's drawers and drawers and drawers of BMW spark plugs, and no one's has the time to look up spark plugs. We just ordered them from Can-Am. They should be here by now. Doesn't look like it'd be that big of a deal to get to the plugs, because I can see the top of the cylinder head. Here's a real dark test for you. I'll probably have to whip out a flashlight for this. But look at this. Look at that cylinder bank there. Does that remind you of something? Looks very much so like a Spyder. And I mistakenly said that when I was at the dealer show for the release of that in Georgia, and I thought it was just some, you know, they have sales guys that hang around. They're just, you know, placeholders, so to speak, you know, at events, you know. Oh no. Yeah, I was talking to the camera, and the engineer that was deeply involved with the design of that motor in Austria, you know, part of Rotax. Yeah, he gave me some learning. I recorded some of that. If you guys remember that in the show. Geez, that was what, August of 23, yeah. Down in Georgia. Well, that's getting pretty close to, what time is it anyway? Yeah, it's 20 till. So tomorrow I gotta look up and see what the service thing is on that. Been going every which way here today. But it's nasty, it's rainy out there all day, and that wind, she's slowly but surely kicking up. I forget what are we waiting on this. Oh, ACS pump. That should be in by now. It's probably on my schedule. But anyway, I'm just gonna wrap it up here at the store. And then we got that scary drive home. So I'll see you when we get back to the hacienda. Unless something pops up in between, I'd jump back on. So we made it home through that crazy weather. Man, that was nuts. That's those drive homes that you dread. Although people were being safe, so it was nuts. It hasn't been that windy. Though I was up in the attic just checking the roof and stuff out up there. We've had so much rain here lately. And you can really hear the wind up there. This thing's so insulated that it's you don't hear much outside. And that like went into another bout of trying to find the quad lock stuff. And just, I remember putting all the stuff, what I remember, or this is what I thought, as I was pondering using that old magnetic tank bag that Kelly got me. I don't remember if it was for Christmas or my birthday years ago. It was after, I don't think I actually took it on the 2014 ride, but in 15 we went to Yosemite, and I rode that Indian, and that was the first time I used it. But I think she got it for me, you know, the Christmas of 14, and I ended up not using it on the Road King, the 02, the old Road King Classic. But anyway, I had that out, and I thought I grabbed that stuff because I was like cleaning up, because you know I had that little black table that was sprawled out over there by where the Road King was, and I was just trying the different scenarios of mounting it up. One of my thoughts is, I can't verify this. I guess I could. I can check it with my. I didn't think about that, because this has like touring width bars. What I was thinking is, if you know, the one of the mounts is you know, for the perch, the clutch perch or the brake perch. I'm wondering if that's the same distance. Wonder how that would work on the side up here. Doug, he sent me some pictures. He put his quad lock in the middle, and that thing just sits there so perfect. But he's a tall guy and sees his dash really clear. I'm afraid of disturbing your view, because I love my low chin mount GoPro deal, and yeah, I think that it would end up, for you guys, I'm sure I would see the dash fine, but I think for you guys it would cut off the dash, and that just, I don't know, to me, watching those videos where people have their dash cut off because they put a phone or whatever it might be on there, GPS or something, I find it distracting. I just like that clean look. I want you guys to have a clean look when they go down the road. So I'm still looking at doing that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, did you hear that? That was wind. You hear that howling? That was cool. I won't do it again. It's supposed to be crazy until 4 a.m. this morning. Castle Rock, just a little bit south of us here, there's a whole bunch of people out of power. Hope we don't lose power overnight, because leading up to us, everything out on the highways above ground, and trees will come down and take the power lines with them. But I was thinking that one mount that goes on the perch, if that is this the same distance as that, I guess I could get a set of calipers out or something and measure it. Because this perch is kind of a two-pronged deal. You know, one is actually holding the lever, doing its perchness, and then the other part is holding the front of the handguard, and that's kind of molded into the cap part of it. You know, the perch is just normal. I wonder if you decided to get rid of the stock handguards and went with something aftermarket. Is there a perch available, or an end cap that holds the mirror that can be purchased that doesn't have the handguard thing molded into it? See, it's the same way on both sides. At any rate, pondering that idea, because I like to use that little iPhone 12 mini croaks on me. I'm gonna be devastated. I love that little thing. That thing is always on me, no matter what. My 16 Pro Max, it's my photo and video thing most of the time, and it's great if you need to, you know, consume some media or show pictures to somebody or something like that. Yeah, that thing's big enough. It's embarrassing to show somebody with the mini, because they'll do the old eye squint thing. Everybody's so used to the big phones now, it freaks them out when they see something like that 12 mini. I remember what. Did you guys hear? I hope the camera picked that up. That's really cool. The wind is rustling about. But anyway, I remember when it went from the iPhone 4, I think it went 4S, and then it went to the 5. I remember thinking just how grossly big that thing was, and how I'd never get used to it. And then I think Samsung or whatever came out with the Note. I mean, it looked ridiculous. People walking around talking on an iPad mini. That's literally what it reminded you of. And now everybody's using big old phones. So did I. I remember saying, I'll never have one of them big old things. But they work good. Anyway, I was just out here and had a few minutes and thought I'd chit chat. The water trail after every ride in the rain. Thank goodness everything points downhill. It just goes out. But anyway, just hanging out with the gals, pondering life. I was on a mission to try to figure out that quad lock stuff. That absolutely baffles my mind. And the other thing is all the little adapters for the different size bars are in that box. So even if I decide to use this and clamp it in the middle, make it look all symmetric and stuff, that's not going to fit the middle of that. I need the other pieces. Anyway, I'm going to bounce from here. And we'll head on to the pre-recorded goodbye. It's just too convenient to come home and do the goodbye. I don't want to drag Kelly out later at night and stuff. I mean, it's fine in the summertime because it's, it'd still be twilight out there. But anyway, I'm going to roll. Appreciate you guys watching. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, oh man, was that one wet, nasty drive home.
That was very nasty.
That was bad. Man, leaves and stuff flying across the freeway. It was nuts. Luckily, everybody was being very careful. Very careful.
That's good.
We're down to low speeds, and you find out where the new puddles are starting on the freeway again this year. It changes every year. Over the summertime, parts of the lane in the road will sink and they'll gather water and stuff. But dang, I don't know if you can hear it past all the dogs. It's just,
I don't know, they are like losing their nugget over something. And it's too rainy, I can't see out there.
I think there's Danny running by right there. But anyway, we'll make the nasty. I don't know how well this thing does in the car here. I threw a light behind it. Hopefully that'll do something. It is just black out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy how dark it is outside. So anyway, on that, we're gonna roll.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep. All right. We'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.